and our hunger rose, but no one could leave. The things he spoke of, blessed are the peacemakers, do unto others as you have them do unto you. You are the light of the world. Sermons and teachings that I'd heard over and over, but were just as new and fresh to me as when I first heard them. I couldn't leave. I was riveted. And what was even more wonderful was that I felt that I could live by the words that Jesus spoke. Then Jesus stopped speaking. The day had gone on longer than anyone had thought, and word began to spread that there was no food, not even in the closest of town, not even bread. We had traveled several miles to hear Jesus, and going back home with 4 hungry children would not be pleasant. But we began to pack up. Then Jesus said, "Sit, we have food for you." I looked up the mountainside in time to see the 12 coming down, each with a basket. As I looked at the multitude around us, I chuckled to my husband Abel, "Ha! They'll never get to us if the people around us are just as hungry as we are. Let's get started." But Abel spread the blanket back down. "Do not worry," he said. "If he knows the hairs of our head and he feeds the sparrow, he will provide." So I sat back down. My husband wasn't going anywhere. It took 45 minutes for the basket to get to us. Abel reached in and took out a loaf of bread and 3 fish. "Is that all you need?" asked Andrew. "Well, there is my wife and my 4 children and myself." "Take," he said. "There's plenty for all." So he took another 4 loaves of bread and another 4 fish. As I started a fire to cook the fish, I realized that this would be enough provision to last us until we got back home. While the fish were cooking, I spoke with the women around me about the words of Jesus. Some thought his words were directly from God. Some thought he was Elisha the prophet. Still others said, could just be Moses with a new truth, no different from the other scribes or Pharisees. Just then we heard a rumor. "Did you hear? Did you hear? Jesus and the disciples never had any food. They never had any at all. Jesus used what a small lad had put aside for him and his sister, and now everyone has eaten, and there are 12 baskets full left."